wish I could just delete that from here. Alright. Let's see if this is working.
What?
Should be live. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Did you put a link down to where you're at?
I did not. We can do that though. We can do that though. Find yourself over here. Move on to over here. Hit a little bit of this. Hit some of that. Maybe drop some of that in here. Oh, wrong chat. Either way. Gotta turn this god awful music down. There it is. Alright. Alright. Gotta mute this shit.
There you go. I thumbed you.
Is everything working now?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Seems proper. Alright. Fucking. While we still got the loud music on, how's everybody doing? We doing alright?
I think I'm doing okay.
I mean, I did not seem very confident, to be honest.
Well, I try not to spend a lot of time thinking. So, ergo my hesitation and or indecision.
Because you weren't thinking about your answer.
No.
Weren't thinking even about thinking about your answer.
No, the older you get, the more that mental filter just kind of slips away. And I'm okay with that.
Is there like a point where you notice that shit?
I would think yes, but I have no real answers.
Well, are you talking just mental filter or mental acuity?
Any type of just awareness in any way, shape, or form. Any type of like awareness of decline.
Oh, I'm already aware of my mental decline. Of course, alcohol may have something to do with that.
So it's accelerated? Not that I would know what that's like.
Well, we're going on 20 years of heavy drinking. I'm pretty sure that might have a detrimental effect to your intellectual skills.
I think I'm gonna blame all of mine on concussions.
Just falling over?
I've had like 15 concussions, three major and 12 minor.
So you just fall over a lot?
No, this is when I lived a more rambunctious lifestyle, shall we say?
Rambunctious?
Yeah.
Were you a little around the rough and tumble?
I got into a lot of shit when I was younger.
And we'll add some details possibly.
Well, needless to say, now I'm a pretend intellectual on the interwebs. And that suits me fine.
There's nothing wrong with that. Right? Is there something wrong with that?
I don't know. I think honestly, people can be smarter on the interwebs because there's so much access to information. But most of them choose to be idiots.
it's so much easier to ridicule people than it is to like give an honest opinion. It's just how it works.
Well, back in the day, I used to go, okay, what do you need from me? Do you want what I really think, or do you want me to say something that you're gonna like to hear?
Which one do you feel like is the more difficult of the two, though?
I think it's easier to be honest, not brutally honest, but sometimes that's what people want.
Well, it just depends, you know. Everybody wants what everybody wants. It's whether somebody wants some sort of like self-infliction, or you to tell them the same shit, or you just rub their back and just let them know that they're having a good time.
Well, if a 350-pound woman comes up in a skin tight dress and goes, "Hey, does this make me look fat?" What am I supposed to say?
You were fat already?
That's what I would have said.
I mean, yeah. Just keep it real. You do not look any fatter than you did before you put that dress on.
I mean, people have illusions that they want to keep up, mostly for themselves.
And that's what
That's
makeup's
why-
for.
Well, that's why the interwebs is a blessing and a curse, because you can legitimately reinvent yourself. It's kind of like
until someone
kinda like-
meets you.
it's kind of like graduating high school and going to college. The rules change, so you theoretically can reinvent yourself.
That's very
You
good.
know, like if there was a bad nickname that followed you all the way through um, your public schooling, you could pretty much ditch it once you got to college.
Yeah, I do not agree. I do not disagree with that at all.
And that's kind of how the interwebs are, because there's some real douchebags out there, and if you're trying to change yourself to make yourself look better, then stop doing those douchebag things that you did IRL but didn't get away with, but apparently are getting away with now, in the electronic world.
You just, I mean, get in where you fit in.
Hey, look who we've got Sunny and Kadunt in the chat.
Very nice.
I
Very nice. For who knows how long.
I might have shared a link or two.
Oh. Very nice. Very nice.
Good
That's-
morning, Sunny, and good morning, Kadun.
Which
Two of
fucking
my
side of
favorite-
the globe are you on?
Two of my favorite ladies, by the way.
What about gaming?
Wow.
Damn.
He's probably running around doing something.
I gotta bleep
I'm
that
pretty-
out after this. Like, I
I'm-
gotta like re-upload this after that, and it just beep. Just bleep that part.
I'm pretty sure both Kadunt and Sunny look better in a dress. Just saying.
I have not seen gaming in a dress, and to be honest with you, I don't want to see him out of a dress. Just a personal preference.
JTR in chat. Dicks out for Miles. Hell yeah. Much love to you, brother. Dude, alright, hold on. I'm letting the fact that I'm stoned make me not talk anymore, which is probably good for most people. But I need to talk more. Fuck's going
All
on
right,
here?
well, Miles,
I'm stoned. I'm just too stoned.
what inspired you to do this stream?
This, I don't know. It's really fun to fucking talk with my homies, and it's cool to talk with your homies when everybody knows they're being recorded, and then just sometimes just trip back into time, and just, it's like a recorded little family reunion. You know? Is that weird? It's probably weird. I don't give a fuck.
So you're gonna listen to the stream 20 years from now
I don't
when
know.
me and when me and Doc are dead. It's like
When
I
you-
miss them.
Dude, I'll probably die before both of you guys, so that's fine. But-
You can try, but
Nah, don't tell me to. That's we're not trying. No negative motivation here. But like,
hey, I didn't set that goal for you.
shit, I might have already installed that program. Let's just roll with them. JTR said, "Fucking, is this a Doctor on Call episode?"
I know. I've been bad. I haven't done a doctor on call since what was it? Like September of last year.
Wait, is this a reverse Doctor on Call? Hold up,
No,
it's a
I don't think
reverse
it's-
one.
I don't think it's an AMA.
Oh, I think it'd be an AMA.
We could turn it into one very quickly if you would like.
Ugh. Only thing I have to share is life stories, but that's like the normal. I mean,
Fair enough.
really, Addy knows what I would dip into now because of the IRL stuff I'm doing with rock hounding.
Where the vlogs
don't
at?
don't get him started on geology.
Well, the title of this shit is "What is even going on?" I don't know. Shit, we got barking dogs in the background. Cream of mushroom soup on a professional monitoring speaker. Fuck. Shit's wild over here.
At least you got it out of the can this time.
Nah, it's still in the can. Wait. See? Stoner shit. I need to stop smoking weed one day. Tomorrow. Today. After I smoke this next bowl. Maybe not. So what's fucking... what the fuck's cracking in your guys' lives? Like, any new projects?
Well, Jack was saying, what got you into broadcasting, gaming, and analysis? And I don't do that. Addy doesn't do that. So that must be your question, Miles.
Oh, shit. Oh. He just brought back a fucking 2-year-old inside joke. Damn, I thought that joke was gone. I guess. I don't know. I'm just like a really analytical person. And I like to study shit. And I'm a nerd. And I'm a rapper, I guess.
By the way,
And there's
have
not
you
a
checked
glory hole
out?
in the front door anymore.
Did you check out? Apparently, this is a new game. The VR Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners.
I don't have a VR setup.
Well, neither do I. I just watched it online.
Oh, no. I haven't heard anything about it. As far as I'm concerned, you saying that right now was the first time I've ever heard any info about that game.
It's kind of interesting. I think the most recent game that I ever played was the damn Walking Dead click game from Telltale.
I've never played that.
And I
either.
know the last PC game I played was BioShock.
That's a good ass game. Oh,
It
by the
was
way,
pretty cool.
all the beats that are playing in the background of the stream, I made completely from scratch. Just if anyone is wondering, I made all that shit.
You know what? I'm gonna jump over to the ward.
To JTR, the best weed that I've ever smoked is completely original, just regular, uncalled, like uncrossed Kush. And it didn't have the highest THC level, or it wasn't like, it was just in my mind, like in my whole life. I always remember that one weed. Wasn't the strongest, but dude, what the fuck? Is it? Miles gets interviewed by chat.
Yeah, this is Miles. AMA.
My inspiration for making beats? Fucking Jack's got those hard ones. So when I was like 10 or whatever, my brother introduced me to all kinds of hip hop. I was born in 88. I think he was born in 84. So he was like a little before me. And all the music we listened to was like Tupac, Biggie, just all rappers. And then I started freestyling when I was a little kid. And then I was like, I want to make my own beats. So then I just started making beats. That's really how it went.
Did you ever use the Fruity Loops?
That's what I used for like the majority of it. I used Reason for a little while, and then I also have a Machine and MK2 somewhere in one of these drawers. There's another piece of audio equipment. Anyway. Maybe it's... Oh, never mind. It's behind me. It's got a plate with tobacco on it from a blunt. That's sad. You probably see it. Just look. Nope, that was just junk mail. But yeah. Wild stories. so quaint. But yeah, like most of the beats that I made were on... I made some beats in Cubase where I used my keyboard that's under my desk. Like I didn't use any VSTs, so everything I did, I played live and shit. I went through that phase for a little while. Used the Machine, which is a drum pad. And then, yeah. I feel like, yeah. William, what's up, fam? What, my audio's low? Is my audio low? Am I even here right now?
I don't know. You sound good to me, but I'm not listening to stream.
Yeah.
How's that? Is that better or worse? We'll see. But anyway, you know, a lot of stuff going on.
I'll be back in a sec.
Addy, what's new in your world?
Yeah, nothing.
You still playing mobile gaming?
Oh yeah, still spending a fortune on that.
Seriously?
But you know, yeah, same game. But you know what? There is a player who's 10 times larger than me. Do you know how much money that is? Actually, she's more than 10 times larger than me. That bitch could have bought a house off of what she spent on this game.
That's fucking wild. Are you serious?
I'm guessing she's top $200,000.
She could add like a condo with some renters. God damn. It's crazy what people will do over a video game, man.
Yeah, I thought my spending was outrageous until that.
I worked for AT&T, and there would be people calling up all the time, going, "Hey, I'm gonna have to dispute this charge," and it was literally like them spending hundreds of dollars on fucking Candy Crush. And it's like, well, you know, there's a 2-step verification process on all of this. So, I mean, you guys can dispute it, but until then, it's still a bill that you have to pay.
People really want to just dispute Candy Crush charges?
Well, yeah, especially when they're dropping, you know, they get all jacked up on it and they want to spend hundreds of dollars. I mean, legit hundreds of dollars.
People are wild.
Some
I've
people are
gotten,
idiots.
dude, I've gotten hella high sometimes. You know those idle clicker games?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm like super addicted to those, right? One night I just got hella lit. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just buy all these packs in the morning. $50. And I was like, on an idle clicker game, bro? Come on, Miles, you're better than that. That's just fucking absolutely terrible. But uninstalled that game.
Well, the whole thing that always used to break us up was they wanted no responsibility whatsoever. They did not want to be an adult and say, yeah, I guess I did fuck up and spend a little bit too much money on this game.
A little bit.
And I'm not
What,
saying there was a color issue either. Because all colors went stupid.
All colors? Like what?
Every color in the rainbow would call up and try to dispute charges.
It's not mega racist.
I couldn't tell though. You know, sexual orientation is hard to figure out when you're on the phone with somebody.
I mean, that's true. Obviously, we have no idea what we're talking about. That's why the title of this is "What is even going on?" It's just random shit. Just fucking.
You know, Doc,
El
you really
Jefe.
should be
That's
you
how that
really should be
reads.
drinking with us, Doc.
I can't. There's a reason why I can't, and I can't say it.
Don't say it.
I gotta put it.
Don't say
I gotta put it in the Nunya category.
Hey, William's been here. He hit me with the dislike. Motherfucker.
That's probably meant for me.
Nah. Anytime he shows up, I get a quick ass dislike. It's like that little bonus, you know. I was here type of shit. I was here, fam. And I must have disliked the stream. As always and forever will be. Dude. Totally just blanked what I was going to say. Oh, anyway. So, way off subject. So, there was this time I was fucking doing like this annual sprinkler inspection. Where I have to like run water. And like ring alarms and shit. And I was doing it at a building that had a bunch of special needs kids. So like once I rang the fucking alarm, all these kids just like come out of the fucking building and just go straight into fire drill mode. And I had to ring the alarm like 4 times. So like they would like go back in and I would ring the alarm and they'd go back out and form a line. It was terrible. Just
Why? Because they weren't good line formers, or what?
they were great line formers. They were some of the best I'd ever seen. I just felt terrible because they were so good at it. They were like so ready for this drill. But I wasn't performing a drill. I was just testing to make sure that their fire sprinkler alarm was right. But like they just all just fucking took it so seriously. Like, fuck, the building's on fire. And like they all just went outside and formed this perfect single file line. You know what I mean? And I just feel like I'm over here torturing special needs children just because I'm trying to test out their alarm system. I
Well,
felt like
technically, you gave them purpose that day.
possibly.
Well, I mean, you could have sprayed them with the sprinklers.
That's not no, dude. You know, I'd have to fix that shit.
Hit them with the fire hose.
They don't
as
just spray, dude. Like they break and then just fucking spray water. That's like not how it works, fam. Shit, I said fam.
Why are you actively trying not to use the word fam now?
Yeah, we're against that now. This is anti-fam network.
Well, you know, the best reason for not using that word besides, you know, silliness is the fact that Lily Singh uses it now.
Oh, well then, that's enough of a reason for me.
Yeah.
Cheers. Mm.
All the tasty fresh water I can drink today.
Hey, Peter, pass me a 40. Or maybe get Bonnie. Why did I do that? You know what? I'm higher than I should be right now, which is fine. I think. And this is where Addy takes it away.
I'm getting a nice buzz right now, so there's that.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
I'd like a nice buzz right now.
Like a short haircut.
Yeah. Yeah, my hair's about I've let it grow for a year and it's just down into my shoulders now.
You?
Dude,
Yeah,
I want to
don't
fucking...
like long hair.
I've never had long hair in my life and never will.
It's your shoe game, dude. Telling you. The shoes and the hair have to match. Can't just be walking in there looking like fucking...
Hey, we got Uzi in the chat now.
Oh shit, what up, Uzi? How's it been? How's it going? How's it continue to be? I guess going and that... Well, fuck, they're synonymous. Whatever. Man.
I just sent her a picture of Oh, wow. Can I go on a nerdy little thing? Because everyone else always does.
What?
I'm going to go on a nerdy little thing because everyone else always goes on their own nerdy little things. I'm going to go on mine.
Go ahead, man. What do you need permission to do that? Like, what the fuck's going on?
When I was a kid, we were fed a lot of German food. And one of my favorite things was beer cheese. And I'm not talking beer cheese soup. I'm talking real beer cheese.
Spreadable.
So good.
Right?
No, it's sliceable. My sister and my brother found a place in Wisconsin that actually still carries this cheese. So she sent me a picture today. She got like a big block of it in the mail, of which I'm getting a chunk. That's gonna be so good.
I want to try it.
It's good.
Damn.
Also got some Limburger.
All right. Limburger? That's the smelly ass shit, huh?
Yeah, but it's good too.
What does it taste like? Like, give me like a general profile.
Very, I don't know, would tart be the proper word? I don't know.
Bitter?
It's maybe it's stronger than most cheeses. It's kind of like how, say, like blue cheese is strong, but it doesn't taste like mold. But I don't know.
So bitter. It's got like more. It carries more of like a. So like, let's say bitter savory. Is that safe to say? I'm looking at my microphone like it's my camera. Jesus fuck, dude. I've been doing that.
It could be
for like the past. Jesus.
It's like the beer cheese is kind of the same, except it's not as strong, but it's got a nice beer.
I have to try.
I don't know. I think some German food is underrated, quite honestly.
For why? What? For what reason?
Because a lot of German food tastes good, and you don't really hear about German food.
They make a great gravy. Like Hunter Schnitzel, bro. You ever had that shit before?
No, the only thing I've had that's German that doesn't taste good is Sauerbraten, which is sour meat, which isn't good for obvious reasons.
Meanwhile, there's people out there right now that probably are going to the store to buy some of that.
Yeah, because I'd say Limburger is kind of a milder cheese, but it does stink.
Yeah, but most good cheese does stink.
Mild in what way, though? See, that's what I want to know.
Like, well, have you ever had like a mild cheddar?
of course.
Okay, there you go.
So it's just smelly, but has like
Yeah.
a mild flavor.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine.
Well, I dated a girl who was like that once.
You.
The thing I could never get over with on the Germans is how they love to serve everything at like room temperature.
Beer's good at room temperature.
Oh, so the ovens don't bother you. It's the
Addy, it's happening. Chatpocalypse, dude.
Yeah. Be right back.
But nah, dude, like room temperature beer is pretty good. You get a lot more flavor out of it.
Yeah, okay, I'm back.
That was fast.
I don't know, man. I just don't drink beer.
Well, you have to be super into beer, I guess.
Oddly enough, the
Right.
only beer I drink isn't German. The only beer I drink is Guinness.
My Irish twin sister's
English?
boyfriend has stock in a local pub down here, and yeah, I feel kind of bad because he's always inviting me out for a beer. He's like, let's have a tan and black, and I'm like, I don't drink beer.
Black and tan?
Yeah, one of those.
Close enough.
Yeah,
Close enough. Bro, those are
But-
hella good. Black and tan?
well, I'll take your word on it because it's just people are like, hey, try this beer. It's a new beer. Like somebody tried to get me to try the Bud Light seltzer, and I'm just like, no.
It's
No,
just gonna
not at
taste
all.
like water.
Yeah,
Flavor.
I'm gonna agree with you, Doc. As a professional drinker, much like Miles is, I don't understand this. Like, oh, you have to taste this beer; it's so good, or you have to taste this liquor; it's so good. It's like it all tastes like shit. It just gets you drunk. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, I'm okay with somebody going, try this. It's smooth. I'm like, all right. Then you can figure out what their taste buds are.
I mean, when I was really into whiskey, I was jumping around from like Buchanan's 12-year whiskey, right? Which had a very heavy, like, aged oak flavor to it. And then I was jumping to Glenlivet 18-year, which was fire. I like that. It was a little too smooth. And then I got into a lot of, like, Japanese hardwood oak fucking cask, like, aged whiskey. And I was just into it. And, like, I could tell you the difference between all of them now. But now, I'm just like, give me a 40. And if I want to, just give me some 3-year-old Canadian whiskey. And, like, I'm good.
I've never been into fancy booze. I mean, I'm not into Kharkov either. Don't get me wrong, but I remember I've had a bottle of Dom Perignon, and me and my friend who I drank it with, we both agreed a bottle of $5 champagne tastes better. And I've had a bottle of multi-$100. I don't remember how much it was. I didn't pay for it. Fancy Grand Marnier. And it's like this tastes just like the $30 bottle.
Yeah, but you're talking about champagne and liqueur. Like whiskey.
Well, no, I understand. Like, say for example, Crown Royal for whiskey or Grey Goose for vodka tastes better than like the cheap ones do. But I don't think that if you go higher than that, you get anything more.
Oh, the difference is like virtually indiscernible. Like once you pay more than $30 for a bottle of anything, and then you go from that to like the $200 bottle range, like you have to have been drinking every one of those bottles all the time to even be like, oh, yep, this is the Johnny Walker Blue Label, or this is the fucking Crown Royal Deluxe. Like,
Oh yeah, I've also had Johnny Walker Blue. It tastes like shit, by the way. Yeah, what you're saying is exactly what I'm meaning, which
Mhm.
is a $30 bottle will taste better than a $10 bottle, but a $200 bottle does not taste better than a $30 bottle.
Yeah. Once you get past that $25, $35 range, everything's just like just dick size, really. Like my favorite shit is fucking Buchanan's 12 year. There's an 18 year that they have, but that one's $50. That's my actual, like, that's my super favorite whiskey. But my affordable favorite whiskey is just regular Buchanan's 12 year. And it's Scotch.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Blanton's um, bourbon, but you can never ever find it. And they hooked me up with something called Elijah Craig. But
Dude.
Elijah Craig is like, bottle sitting next to me. It is 94 proof.
So you like bourbon?
I find myself when I'm drinking easily, drinking vodka. But yeah, I was pretty much raised on bourbon.
Those are like so harsh sides of the scale. Dude, like a really good ass bourbon, if you want to spend like $35, Bulliet 18 year is fucking awesome. But it's got a bite. But that shit tastes hella good.
I have literally no preference when it comes to hard liquor. It can be brandy, gin, vodka, whiskey, even tequila. Now that I've discovered Don Julio, it's all the same.
I realized that once I started liking brown liquor, that the only thing I care about in stages, I guess, would be brown liquor. Like, that's the only thing that I'm like, this is better than that, this is better than that. See what I'm saying? Whereas, like, clear liquors, I'm just like, anyone will do. Is that proper enough? I hope it is. I'm not sure if it is.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, Miles. The way you and I drank, we would be stupid to be picky.
Just depends on how much debt you want to go into, my friend. Just saying.
Look, I mean, I make pretty decent money, but if I was paying $40 a bottle for my liquor, that would be a major expense. Cumulatively.
Luckily, I've cut my drinking down by 2/3. This is what 2/3 looks like. But I mean, still, like, I've reduced my drinking by such a dramatic number, it's like fucking ridiculous.
I have not reduced my drinking. Nor do I plan to.
Well, Addy, mine got to like a weird level. Like, it was bad, dude. We're talking like a 12 pack, a 32, and a fifth a day. For like a weird amount of time. It was wild. It was fucking wild. We were out here doing the Lord's work. Sorry, dog.
We had a routine in North Carolina.
What was that?
Well, once we got off work, we each of us would probably drink a case and then go pass out. Then we'd wake up, bump some rails, go back into work, and when lunchtime came around, we definitely would stay out of the bar, because if we went to the bar to have lunch or anything, we'd end up usually getting drunk and not going back to work. So we'd just bump a few more rails to get us through the rest of the day. And as soon as we'd get off, automatically just smoking and drinking until we passed out and started the thing all over again.
Shit.
Speaking of drinking at work, here's a fun fact. My employer, who shall not be named, um, most of their policies end with "you will be fired." Interestingly enough, their drinking policy is you can drink at work, and their only stipulation is you cannot come back obviously impaired.
Repeat that.
So like if you went out and drank and came back in a wheelchair, that would be obviously impaired.
All I'm saying is that there have been times where I've gone to lunch
Wait
with
a
my
second.
boss. Hmm.
Nothing. No.
There have
Continue.
been times I've gone to lunch with my boss, had 3 or 4 drinks, and come back afterwards, and they don't care about that, which is weird. I mean, they care about everything. Like if I said my name and who I work for on Twitter, it's like, oh, pack up your desk.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, the company that I used to work for, that Fortune 250 one. This was back in the days when it was just MySpace, right? And I got called into the manager's office, and they're like, "Hey, did you write this?" And I'm like, "Where'd you get this from?" "Well, that's not important." I'm like, "Yeah, it is important because this was information that would not readily be available unless somebody fed it to you." And they're like, "Well, we can't say where the source is." And I'm like, "That's okay. I completely understand what's going on."
That's
And
fucking
I'm like,
crazy.
yeah, because it wasn't the only people who could actually access one of the blogs that I did was if they had friended me. And I was kind of picky about my friends back then. Now I'm even more so. But they wouldn't tell me who did it. And I said, "You know what? Do me a favor. Jump on your computer. Go onto MySpace and pull up my account." And they're like, "Okay, well, I don't see where this is going to get us." And I'm like, just follow me on this. And they're like, "Okay, we're there." And I'm like, "All right, go ahead and pull up any one of my blogs." And they tried, and they couldn't because they weren't friends, so they couldn't see them. And I'm like, that's my whole point. This was not something that was broadcast out.
Wow.
And they still wanted to put
fucking
me on a
wild.
final written warning, and I refused to sign it. I'm like,
I
nope.
would have done the same shit. Like, to be honest, that's what I would have done. Right? Just been
No.
like, nope. I'm just gonna nope the fuck out of this shit. Mm-mm. It's wild, like what people just press against you in the heat of a moment, you know?
No, they were paying me quite a bit of money, but they didn't really want me there. But I was kind of the best hired gun that they had there.
Fair enough. That's enough of the weapon you need, really.
Yeah, I mean, it got to the point where literally other supervisors from other departments and managers would come and go, "Hey, I've got a problem with this, and IT left. Can you help?" Or like, "Hey, I need to draft this letter to send out to a client. Can you help me with this?" You know, that kind of shit.
I mean, shit, makes sense. Gotta have those, you know, the people in the field really know how to answer the real questions.
Yeah, they were. They had us on mandatory overtime for a year and a half.
Why?
Because they didn't want to go ahead and train other people because we were in the internet division at the time. I mean, you're talking about a worldwide company.
And what type of shifts were you guys working?
I was doing the 5:30 to 2 a.m.
So 5:30 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So that's like what? And so you had a 1 hour lunch and a 9 hour shift?
No, half-hour lunch and two breaks.
Oh,
If it was a
okay.
10-hour run, then we got 3 breaks.
Oh, I see. Still a wild schedule.
Yeah, I was doing either 8s going 6 days a week or doing 10s going 4 to 5 days a week.
Oh shit, Pop TV. Love you too, fam. It's been a minute. I haven't talked to you in some months. And a whole bunch of 30-day packages. Whatever that means.
I don't know.
I don't either. I'm so fucking high right now. I don't even know if I'm functioning properly. See? Not even pronouncing words. Nothing's being formulated. No mainframes are being hacked. It's wild out here. What? Gotta call the son of mom. Coming. Anyway,
Hey, Addy,
when the random
Yes, sir.
you've been relatively non-shit talkative today.
I tried to save my
Pop,
words for
join the
my
chat.
channel.
What'd you say?
I try to save my worst shit talking for my channel.
It's
Not
a
even,
good place to keep it. Oh,
not even
we got
just
a
a
message.
little bit of shit talking.
Well, Miles is less trashy than I am, so I try to keep it clean on Miles' channel.
That's the fucking weirdest shit I've ever heard in my life. Allow me to fucking...
I mean, it was
Was
a
that like...
compliment, Miles.
I know, but that was like a weird side angle compliment. Like...
Look, getting a compliment out of me at all is kind of an accomplishment, really, if you think about it.
I mean, I'm known for great things, Addy. You know this. Right? Am I not wrong? Am I not right? Am I
I've
one of
always
those
considered
things?
you right, Miles.
There we go. Whether that means conservative or just not being wrong. I'm cool with both those. I shouldn't be smoking right now. This is a bad idea.
But just to clarify, Doc, don't think I'm turning over a new leaf. The only leaf I know is a whore.
Damn. He's not even here to
See?
defend himself.
There we go.
That's fucked up, dude. I
I was just trying to prove a point.
I feel like I should be Leaf stand-in.
What, in Defender?
Yeah. No one's allowed to talk shit about Leaf. Is that good?
I just spend my time not having anything to do with it. That's what makes it easy for me.
I need to stop smoking. I'm way too high. Oh, this is stupid. Fuck. Alright, so. Addy, if I were to ask you one thing about Discord, right?
Okay. My answer would probably be I don't know, but go ahead.
No. No, you're not ready. You're not ready. These are going to be super personal questions, but not in personal as in personal information, but more along the lines of the way you interpret certain situations.
It'd probably be easier if you just asked.
I gotta preface it, man. I'm gonna
Okay.
record this and chop it back later and make it into a game show. No, but like starting off simply with the type of way that you operate Discord, what is your least favorite thing about it? Wow, voice squeak at the end for extra points.
It doesn't work on my phone, and considering I have pretty much the most expensive phone you can buy, that kind of pisses me off.
What? Why doesn't it work? The fuck you mean?
Because after 20 minutes or so of conversation, I get the "you sound like a 20s radio show host."
That's your provider, not your phone.
When I'm sitting in my house with my high-speed Wi-Fi connected, that is not my internet.
You may have a lemon on your hands.
Or
Just-
Discord just may suck.
Or just hates you in particular. You're like the only one that I know that has this problem.
Look,
It
I
hates
like the
you.
idea of Discord. I like a lot of things that Discord theoretically does. I like very specifically in my case that my Discord only has people that I actually know and like in it. I like all of those things. I'm just saying it doesn't work well.
I feel that. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just over here knocking shit over. But would you agree that like the cool thing about Discord is that oh, you just said that. Never mind. I was literally just going to like re-explain everything you just said.
No, I like the little private club of people thing. That I like.
I think that's really where most of the shine from Discord comes from. You know, as we all get to like craft our own little niches in the internet, and we all get to have our own little special friends that hang out in said niche. Right? It's kind of really what Discord is.
I appreciate the fact that, and for a lot of people, this doesn't apply because they invite whoever. I don't invite whoever. I like the fact that I don't, number one, have to worry about what people post. And number two, even if they did post something ridiculously inappropriate, I don't have to worry about the reaction from the other people there.
Why not?
Because to the extent that you can trust people on the internet, I trust the people on my Discord.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
shared sense of humor.
No, that makes sense. It's like a fuck it.
You know what's better than ice water?
Hell yeah, Pop. What's better than ice
Vodka?
water?
Nothing.
Whiskey.
It goes with everything.
Bro, you ever had like fucking really good whiskey, room temperature with no ice?
Yeah.
That shit tastes.
By the way, that's how I drink most of my drinks.
Room temperature?
I rarely deal with ice.
Oh, no.
I never would have thought this until I went to Mexico City and realized you can't use the ice safely. And then
Came back at Chains Man.
yeah, after that, I mean, it's like I'll still sometimes add ice to it, but it's like, is it really worth a trip to the freezer? No. That might be good
Dude.
for the first one, but all the subsequent ones, who gives a fuck?
I picture it completely differently. I picture you like getting ready to put ice in your drink. And like right before you pour it, you're like, how many times am I going to go to Mexico this year? And then you put the ice back down. You're like, I better get used to this. Never mind.
I've only been to Mexico once, and the one time I went was Mexico City, which is not exactly a tourist destination.
Fair enough.
Not exactly a safe city either.
I mean, it's lit.
I had a fantastic time there. But apparently my life was in jeopardy the entire time as a American. Or so
How American did you look when you went there?
I'm I'm pale as a sheet and I'm blonde. How exactly am I going to pass the Mexican?
And taller than the whole population.
Yeah, that too.
And you have wings.
Yeah, the feathers didn't help any either. But no, they were all like super sweet and nice to me. I never had an issue. But then I read these things like, you know, these horror stories of what happens to people, and I come back and I'm talking to one of my bosses at the time, and he's like,
I mean, that's pretty fucking violent.
I was talking to one of my bosses when he found out I got back. He didn't know I'd gone there. He's like, "You went to Mexico City?" It's like, you don't go there.
You're too gay for that place.
Oh no, they had a whole like neighborhood, and I wasn't seeking this out, but they had a whole neighborhood within walking distance of my hotel that was some big gay neighborhood. They're not against that shit. That
I mean,
wouldn't have done it.
hold. I have to smoke more. It's ridiculous.
No, to any degree that I would have been unsafe, it wouldn't have had anything to do with we hate Americans or we're gay. It would have had to do with the potential of money they could steal off of.
Hmm. So you didn't carry your own cash, I'm assuming?
Well, no, but one of their big things that I read about is there are a lot of people who fake being cab drivers, and as soon as they get you in the car, they basically abduct you and beat you while they take you to various cash machines to drain everything out of all your cards.
Well, I'm staying in my country for the rest of my life.
Well, I mean, you know, like I said, for what it's worth, I never experienced any of this. Everyone was nice.
Yeah, I know, but that's not really something I want to accidentally walk up on. Be like, oh, I just want to travel a short distance across this wonderful nation. Next thing I know, this fool's trying to fucking fight me, and I'm just like, oh shit. And he's prepared for this, so he most likely has like a gun or pepper spray or something. It's gonna fuck me up. Fuck that dude.
Or maybe even a gun made of pepper spray.
A pepper spray gun where he just throws the gun at you.
Mm-hmm.
Just covered in pepper spray. Where you just continually pepper spray yourself. I'm getting real sick of hearing my own beats.
All I can say is that I would go back to Mexico City.
I'd like to go down to Mexico and check out the pyramids.
That's where I went. Teotihuacan. That's why I went there.
Mm. Oh, I would still like to go down there.
I mean,
I heard
that sounds
That's
good.
a pretty cool walk.
By the way, for anyone not familiar, second largest pyramids in the world after the ones in Egypt, and not that much smaller.
Yeah, it's just, you know, when you go to Mexico, you build a pyramid, you chop it down, make it like a lowrider. That's
Well,
the
it's
only
funny.
reason why it's not bigger.
It's a
funny you
lower
should say
mean,
that
man.
because the size of the biggest pyramid there is roughly at the base. The size at the base is roughly the same size as the largest pyramid in Egypt. They're just not as tall. So it is literally a lowrider.
Well, that's what makes the joke funny, Addy. Damn.
By the way, Addy.
Good on you, Doc, because most people don't even know what Teotihuacan is.
You know, the places that I want to go to. You know, as a kid, I spent a lot of inside time, so I read a lot of shit. What is this?
Rush.
Oh, Oh, Broski's
I'm
fighting
gonna
Joker
end the
again.
stream, guys. I had to look under my webcam.
Um, apparently, and not to disrupt the flow here, but Broski said, Lamphal joke, referring to Killing Joke. You want to put money on who dies first. You need surgeries weekly just to stay together. Sit the fuck down, old man. By the way, flag history coming tomorrow. Be sure to tune in, you fucking marks. Hashtag Morning Decay wins. Have they been getting flagged? I don't know.